What in the world is going on with Doge? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. Yesterday, on my last video where we were talking about Doge, we had noticed this downward trend. And I say yesterday because we did mention it in the video yesterday, but this downward trend has been in many of the last videos that I've mentioned about Doge. And it's a downward trend caused by these lower lows and lower highs we've been seeing since December, where we have a high here, a low here, a lower high, a lower low, etc., etc. Yesterday, when I was making the video, I did notice something that I did not anticipate, although it can certainly happen in crypto, and that was a big green bar that was about right here. It was challenging the top of this downtrend that we had been in Doge since December. Not only was it challenging the top of this downtrend line, it was getting close to challenging this 0.087 level, which, as you can see, has been holding as support and resistance lately, with this day here, and this day here. And it looked like Doge wanted to crack above that, or at least it was going to challenge it, because again, yesterday, the green bar was about right here. And of also big importance, there was this downtrend on the weekly and monthly that we had seen. And if I zoom out here on the weekly, we'll be able to see it again. It's this downtrend that's kind of caused by the high back in December 2022, the high back in April 23, and so forth and so on. It was a downtrend that looked kind of like this. And you can see that here and here. Okay, this line right here also indicates the lows. And you can see it's a downtrend again because we were seeing lower lows and lower highs as price bounced back and forth on Doge. So there was a lot going on yesterday. I wasn't sure why, but this bar right here was challenging this downtrend, and this resistance all in one day. And as you can see, we had a big breakthrough. We went above and closed above 0.09, almost hit 0.1, and that was our day yesterday. Why did that happen in Doge? Well, I got to looking, and it turns out that Elon, who is obviously the owner of what was Twitter, is now X, and a big proponent of Doge. Well, he's wanting to turn Twitter into many things, but among them, a payment service, much like PayPal, which is where he got his start. So you can use Twitter to pay for things on the internet online. And they had just recently opened a Twitter X, or an X payments account on X, and that was giving people a lot of encouragement for the fact that, hey, not only is Twitter going to be used for payment, which is a good thing, but they put two and two together and said, hey, well, if Elon is a big supporter of Doge as he is, maybe he'll accept Doge as part of Twitter payment, and you can pay for things with Dogecoin. Now, everything I've seen was that is just rumor at this point. Now, what's not rumor is obviously X is going to turn into some kind of payment service over the next bit. I don't know when that's going to be, but it won't be long. Elon has made it very clear that he wants to turn X into an one-stop shop for online services. So that's coming. But the Doge thing just seems to be rumor at this point. Whatever it is, this is what happens in crypto when rumors come. You get moves like this. It's much like back here on the 3rd of January for Bitcoin. We had Bitcoin sitting above 45,000 and ready to rock and roll to higher highs. But alas, an unsubstantiated rumor came out online, which caused Bitcoin to go from 45,000 to 41,000 in about 2 hours, which was saying the SEC was going to deny the Bitcoin ETFs. And that's the only reason Bitcoin fell. Up until that point, we were challenging 45,000 and looked like we were going to rise higher into the 46 and 47, but that came along. At that point, it was completely unsubstantiated, and obviously a week later, it was proven to be completely false. Where that came from, who knows, but it caused a 9% drop in Bitcoin. Where did this come from? Kind of rumors. Who knows if somebody put it out there and Twitter just ran with it. I don't know exactly where it originated from. We definitely know Twitter or X is moving toward payment services, but we have no idea if Doge is going to be used as part of that payment service. This happened. Okay, now what we talked about yesterday was several things had to happen before we could look at Doge as having broken out of this downward channel. It had to break this uptrend. It had to break this uptrend, and it had to close above 0.087, this resistance, and it had to stay up there for a few days. It couldn't just be a spike. Let's see if we're showing the spike here. Okay, this is a spike. If I go to the weekly, which encapsulates yesterday and today, there's the spike. Spikes are dangerous. They're not bad, but they're not positive. What I mean is when price moves up here and then falls, well, if it fell just on rose and fell just on rumor, that's not a good thing. Either way, once price got up to this point, sellers took over and pushed the price back down. So a spike is not a great thing. It's not a bad thing, but it's not a great thing. And that's the reason I said you can't just base it solely on where price moves. You have to base on, is price strong enough to close outside of these levels and stay outside of these levels? So far, we're battling the levels. It's kind of interesting where we see it thoroughly broke through the levels, and now we're retracing back into the levels. You guys that know things about price action will understand that what was resistance becomes support, and right now these levels are providing support for Doge. Are we going to break back in? Well, we have broken below here. We have broken below this long-term, back into this long-term channel. Are we going to break back into this short-term channel? Only price can tell. Only time will tell, I should say. But I did say there was absolutely no chance of Doge moving higher until those things happened. At least now there's a chance of Doge moving higher because those things have happened. Okay, so when those three things happen, doesn't mean Doge was going to rocket. It just means it gave us a chance for Doge to move higher. While we were sitting under this resistance levels, these 3 points of resistance right here, there was absolutely no chance of Doge. So it's kind of the first step in a positive recovery, and we have achieved that first step. Quite unfortunately, if we achieved it on rumors and people are starting to sell those rumors, which it appears kind of we are, then we're going to start landing back into the support, which we have, and we'll have to wait for the market to tell us, are we going to go back into this channel and continue on as if nothing happened, or is there a chance of us breaking higher? Again, only time will tell. Doge is on a path by itself right now. None of the other coins had any kind of upward movement on that. So Doge is not leading the market or following the market or anything. Doge is doing its own thing, and it could be solidly based on those rumors. We'll just have to see here what happens next. I don't have a theory. Well, I have a theory. If they were rumors, and they appear to be, I think price is going to recover, unfortunately, on the downside, just like Bitcoin did. Here's where those unsubstantiated rumors came, and over time, price got back up to where it was before the rumors. I've got to think this is what's going to happen with Doge 2. It would not surprise me if we go back into these levels and continue into this channel like we had been. That's just what the market seems to be saying with this spike. But get us back above these levels, and it gives you the chance for higher highs, where we could start here and start creeping back upwards, which will be fantastic news for me. I hope. I don't hold Doge, but I certainly hope that happens. I'm all the time positive crypto. I want to see you guys that are excited about Doge to do well. I just do. I just want all of crypto to go well. I don't have my ego tied to any coin. There's some coins that have been doing way better than what I hold, and I'm happy for y'all, and some have been doing worse, and I'm sad for y'all. I want all crypto to go up. Be sure to understand that. If I had to guess, I would say we're going to slide back down into this channel just because it looks like the move was based on nothing but rumor. Y'all, if y'all know more than I do, please let me know in the comments. I'll check it out. Give me a source, something I can follow that is reputable, and I will go do more research if y'all know more than I do about Doge. You Doge lovers, I know you like it, so help me out here if y'all know anything more, and I'll watch the price for you. We'll talk about it as it develops. All right, y'all take care out there. Be careful.